Hi Scorpio souls. What if I told you that the universe is setting up a rare financial shift? One that could change everything for you. Some will see it, recognize it, and seize it. Others will let it slip away, unaware of the fortune knocking on their door. Which one will you be? This is not just another astrological update. The stars are aligning in a way that only happens a few times in a lifetime. A moment when luck, power, and transformation collide. For Scorpios, this means one thing: an open gateway to financial breakthroughs. I'm talking about unexpected money, major career moves, and opportunities so rare that only those who are truly in sync with the universe will grab them. If you're watching this, it's not random. You've been guided here. The universe wants you to hear this message. Because Scorpio, your energy is unlike any other. You don't wait for change, you become the change. You don't fear endings, you rise from them. But even the strongest warriors must know when to act, when to step forward, and when to claim what's rightfully theirs. But here's the truth: wealth isn't just about money. It's about awareness. There are people who win the lottery yet remain stuck in the same mindset of struggle. And there are those who take a single opportunity and turn it into an empire. The difference? A shift in perception. The ability to recognize fortune before it fully arrives. And that's exactly why you're here. Because something is coming. A sign. A chance. A moment that will test whether you're truly ready to step into the abundance the universe has lined up for you. But are you aligned with this energy? Do you know how to activate this moment of transformation? Stay with me, Scorpio. By the end of this, you'll not only know what's coming, but you'll be ready to receive it. Drop a comment below and say, "I am ready for abundance." If you feel this shift, if you sense the power of this moment, claim it now. Let the universe know you're listening. Because once you do, things start to move. Now let's dive deeper. The energy surrounding you today is intense, undeniable, and deeply transformative. Scorpio, you are standing at a crossroads, not just of circumstance but of consciousness. This moment is not about external events alone. It is about how you choose to perceive and respond to them. The universe is not placing obstacles in your path to hinder you. Rather, it is presenting you with an invitation to evolve. What feels like uncertainty is, in truth, a test of your inner strength. A push towards something greater that lies just beyond the horizon of your current understanding. You may feel a pull between what is and what could be. Perhaps a long-standing belief, an attachment, or even a version of yourself that once felt necessary is now beginning to dissolve. This can be uncomfortable, even unsettling, because the mind often clings to familiarity, even when it no longer serves us. But here's the paradox. The tighter we hold on to what is fading, the harder it becomes to embrace what is meant for us. There is a reason Scorpio is symbolized not only by the scorpion but also by the phoenix. You do not merely endure transformation, you rise from it. This is the nature of your sign: to experience, to shed, and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more attuned to your highest potential. Unlike others who may resist change, you understand that destruction is not always loss. It is often the first step toward rebirth. A hidden truth may soon be revealed, whether in your career, relationships, or within yourself. At first, it might feel like a disruption, but look deeper. It is clarity in disguise. When illusions fall away, what remains is real. And real, Scorpio, is where your power thrives. The ability to see beyond surface appearances, to understand the motivations and deeper currents beneath every situation, is a gift. But today the universe is asking, will you apply that same insight to yourself? Imagine holding a glass of water. If your hand is too tense, gripping it too tightly, the water spills. If you hold it with awareness, gently yet firmly, the water remains steady. This is the balance you are being asked to cultivate. There is no need to force or control the changes that are unfolding. Instead, meet them with presence. Observe them as they arise, not with resistance, but with the understanding that what is truly yours cannot be taken, and what is leaving was never meant to stay. Today is not about making rash decisions or fighting the tide of transformation. It is about trusting the process, stepping into clarity, and knowing that every challenge, every unanswered question, is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. Some doors are closing, yes, but only because new ones are waiting to be opened. This is not an ending. It is a beginning disguised as uncertainty. So take a deep breath, Scorpio. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Let go of the past version of yourself that is ready to be released. Stand still for a moment and recognize this truth. You are not losing yourself. You are uncovering a deeper, more powerful you. Opportunities rarely arrive with fanfare. They don't come neatly wrapped with a label that says, "This is the moment that will change your life." Instead, they often appear as decisions we hesitate to make, as discomfort urging us toward the unknown. And this is where you stand now, Scorpio, on the brink of something significant. Whether you see it yet or not, your career is at a turning point, and how you respond will determine the direction of your next chapter. If you felt stuck, uninspired, or drained by your current work situation, that feeling is not without purpose. Frustration is often the first sign of growth. It is the tension between where you are and where you are meant to be. This is not a dead end. It is an invitation to rethink, reset, and realign. Sometimes, success is not about working harder but about shifting perspectives. A locked door does not mean there is no way forward. It simply means you may need to find another entrance. But here's the challenge: comfort and growth rarely coexist. Many people stay in situations that no longer serve them simply because they fear the uncertainty of change. Scorpio, you are not one of those people. You thrive in transformation, and now is the time to lean into that power. If there is an idea you have been hesitant to pursue, a job opportunity you have been considering, or a new skill you have been delaying learning, the universe is nudging you toward action. This is not about reckless leaps but calculated bravery. Preparation is key. If you are thinking about starting something new, begin by organizing your next steps. Research, strategize, and position yourself where opportunities can find you. Success does not come from waiting. It comes from moving forward with intention. At the same time, be mindful of conflicts in your workplace. Energy wasted on unnecessary disputes is energy stolen from your own progress. Choose your battles wisely. Not every disagreement requires a reaction, and not every challenge is meant to be fought head-on. Sometimes the most powerful move is to step back, observe, and let others reveal their true nature. You are here to rise, not to be dragged down by distractions. Consider this: a river does not stop flowing because of a rock in its path. It finds a way around it, slowly shaping the rock itself over time. Likewise, your persistence, your adaptability, and your ability to see beyond obstacles will determine your long-term success. The key is to keep moving. Do not let temporary frustration convince you that you are not meant for greatness. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stagnant is simple. One chooses to keep going. So ask yourself, what is the one step you can take today that brings you closer to where you want to be? Maybe it's sending that application. Maybe it's pitching your idea. Maybe it's setting a goal and committing to it, no matter how small the first step seems. The universe does not reward hesitation. It rewards those who recognize opportunity and act on it. This moment is not just about what is happening around you, it is about how you choose to respond. And if you're still wondering whether this is your time, let me make it clear. It is. Love is often seen as a mystery, but for you, Scorpio, it is something deeper. A force that has the power to transform, to reveal, and to shape your very being. Right now, the universe is placing a mirror in front of you, urging you to look closely, not at the surface of your relationships, but at the truth that lies beneath them. Whether you are in a partnership or walking your own path, today is a day of clarity. The question is, are you ready to see what has been hidden? In relationships, we often seek certainty, reassurance, and stability. But love, in its truest form, is not about clinging to what is known. It is about allowing ourselves to fully experience what is real. Perhaps you have sensed a shift in your relationship, a tension that lingers unspoken, a question that has yet to be answered. The truth is already there, waiting for you to acknowledge it. Avoidance does not change reality, it only delays the inevitable. The universe is not bringing this moment to create chaos. It is offering you a chance to realign with what truly serves you. Something feels off, trust that feeling. But also approach it with awareness rather than fear. Not all revelations bring endings. Some bring deeper understanding, a chance to rebuild from a place of honesty. The key is to listen not just to words but to actions, not just to your desires but to the reality of what you are receiving. Love should not be something that weighs you down. It should be something that allows you to expand. If a relationship is requiring you to shrink yourself, to suppress your emotions, or to compromise your values, then perhaps the real question is not whether the other person loves you, but whether they love you in a way that aligns with who you are becoming. For those who are single, this moment is equally profound. A new connection may be on the horizon, but before you invite love in, ask yourself, have you made space for it? Love is not just about finding the right person, it is about being in the right place within yourself to receive it. We do not attract what we want, we attract what we are prepared for. If past wounds still linger, if doubts still cloud your heart, if the fear of being hurt again is stronger than the excitement of new possibilities, then love will hesitate to enter. There is a reason why certain patterns repeat in relationships, why some people seem to experience the same struggles over and over. Love, like everything else in life, reflects our inner world. If you have been longing for something deeper, something truer, then the shift must begin within. The universe is not withholding love from you, it is waiting for you to become aligned with the love you seek. Today is not about forcing answers, nor is it about clinging to expectations. It is about allowing truth to emerge, letting go of what no longer fits, and embracing what is meant for you with an open heart. If love is here, let it reveal itself fully. If love is on its way, prepare yourself to meet it without fear. The greatest love stories are not written through control or resistance. They unfold when we are willing to trust the timing, the lessons, and the journey itself. So, Scorpio, ask yourself, are you holding on to love, or are you allowing love to hold you? The answer may change everything. Wealth, Scorpio, is not just about accumulation, it is about flow, intention, and alignment. Money, like energy, must circulate. It is neither inherently good nor bad. Rather, its impact depends on how you choose to engage with it. Right now, the universe is nudging you to look deeper, beyond the surface of numbers in a bank account, and examine your relationship with financial energy itself. Is money a tool for expansion, or has it become a source of fear? Does it empower you, or does it feel like a weight you are constantly trying to manage? The truth is, financial uncertainty is not always about external circumstances. More often, it reflects internal patterns. beliefs we carry, habits we reinforce, and the mindset we hold toward abundance. Some people chase wealth relentlessly, only to find themselves in a cycle of stress and dissatisfaction. Others attract prosperity effortlessly, not because they are lucky, but because they understand the rhythm of give and take. Money, much like water, must move freely. If hoarded out of fear, it stagnates. If spent recklessly, it evaporates. But when managed wisely, with clarity, purpose, and patience, it sustains and nourishes. Right now, you may be standing at a financial crossroads. An unexpected opportunity could be on the horizon. A new source of income, a potential investment, or even a long overdue reward. But before you act, pause. Not all that glitters is gold. This is a moment for discernment, not impulsiveness. Wealth is not just about making money. It is about making the right decisions with money. There is a difference between taking a calculated risk and gambling on a fleeting promise. If something seems too good to be true, trust your instincts. Scorpio, your ability to see beneath the surface is your greatest advantage. Use it. Beware of financial decisions driven by emotion. Excitement, fear, urgency, these can cloud judgment. A decision made in haste often leads to regret, while a decision made with awareness and patience leads to security. If you are considering an investment, ask yourself, is this aligned with my long-term stability, or am I seeking instant gratification? If you are contemplating a major purchase, reflect. Is this a true need, or am I trying to fill a void with material comfort? Money spent with purpose creates value. Money spent out of impulse creates attachment. The difference is subtle, but the impact is profound. At the same time, understand that financial well-being is not just about restriction and discipline. It is about balance. A mindset rooted in scarcity creates limitations even when money is present. Those who live in fear of losing what they have often struggle, not because they lack resources, but because they lack trust in their ability to generate more. This is where your power lies, Scorpio. Not in clinging to what you have, but in knowing that abundance is not something you possess. It is something you cultivate. So take control. Set clear intentions for your financial future. Make choices that reflect not just your immediate needs, but your long-term vision. Wealth is not measured by what you hold on to. It is measured by what you build, what you contribute, and what you allow to flow freely without fear. The universe is presenting you with an opportunity, but whether it turns into prosperity depends on your mindset. Will you see money as a mere number, or will you recognize it as a tool to create freedom, security, and fulfillment? The choice, as always, is yours. Scorpio, your depth is both your greatest strength and your greatest challenge. You do not simply experience life. You feel it intensely, profoundly, with every fiber of your being. This emotional depth gives you wisdom beyond your years. An ability to read between the lines, to sense what others miss. But it also means that your emotions don't just stay in your mind, they manifest in your body. Stress, tension, unspoken thoughts, they don't disappear. They settle into your muscles, your digestion, your sleep, quietly shaping your physical state in ways you may not always realize. Right now, the universe is asking you to pause and check in with yourself. Are you carrying emotions that do not belong to you? Are you holding on to past wounds, old arguments, unresolved frustrations? Scorpio, you have an unmatched ability to endure, but endurance is not the same as healing. Strength is not about how much you can carry. It is about knowing when to release. Just as stagnant water becomes murky over time, emotions that are suppressed rather than processed begin to cloud your mind and weigh on your body. Your well-being is not separate from your emotions. The two are inseparable. If you have been experiencing Fatigue, headaches, muscle tension, or digestive issues. It may not just be about diet or routine. It may be the weight of unprocessed thoughts, lingering anxieties, or stress that you have pushed aside in order to focus on external responsibilities. This is not about ignoring physical health. It is about understanding that the body and mind reflect one another. When you neglect one, the other eventually calls for attention. But here's the key: healing does not mean eliminating emotions. It means understanding them. There is a difference between suppressing how you feel and observing it without attachment. If anger arises, let it surface, acknowledge it, and let it pass rather than forcing it down where it can build pressure. If sadness lingers, do not fear it. Allow yourself to sit with it, to explore where it stems from, rather than distracting yourself with external noise. The body holds on to what the mind refuses to process. The moment you allow yourself to feel without judgment, you create space for both clarity and relief. Movement is essential, not just in the physical sense, but in the way you allow energy to flow through you. Stagnant emotions create resistance, and resistance creates stress. Whether it is exercise, deep breathing, or simply stretching, any act that reconnects you with your body will release what no longer serves you. If you feel overwhelmed, take a walk, touch the earth, breathe deeply. The body is always seeking balance, you just have to give it the space to return to it. Health is not just the absence of illness. It is the presence of harmony. True well-being is not found in pushing harder, but in knowing when to slow down. Scorpio, your intensity is your gift, but even the strongest fire needs moments to rest so it does not burn itself out. The universe is not asking you to stop feeling. It is asking you to honor those feelings without allowing them to control you. Listen to your body. It holds more wisdom than you realize. Scorpio, transformation is not just something you experience. It is something you embody. Unlike others who resist change, you understand that every ending is a necessary step toward a greater beginning. And today the universe is making that lesson clearer than ever. The Death card, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Cups. Together, these cards do not predict loss. They reveal truth. They are not about destruction. They are about release, wisdom, and choosing the path that aligns with who you are becoming. You are at a turning point. A cycle is closing, not as a punishment, but as an invitation. Perhaps there is a situation, a relationship, or even a mindset that you have outgrown. What once felt essential may now feel heavy. What once felt secure may now feel restrictive. This is the moment to ask yourself, are you holding on because it serves you, or are you holding on because you fear what happens if you let go? The Death card reminds you that clinging to the past does not preserve it. It only prevents new growth. Just as a tree must shed its leaves in the fall to make room for new life in the spring, you too must allow the old to fade so that something stronger can take its place. But how do you know what to release? This is where the High Priestess speaks. Scorpio, your intuition has always been your greatest guide, yet at times even you doubt it. You analyze, you question, you seek proof before trusting your instincts. But real truth is not always loud. It is often quiet, patient, and waiting for you to notice. That subtle feeling in your chest when something feels wrong, that sense of knowing before logic catches up. This is the wisdom you are being called to trust. If you find yourself in a situation where facts are unclear, step back. Observe rather than react. Answers are already forming beneath the surface, and your ability to listen without interference will reveal what you need to know. And then there is the Eight of Cups, the card of walking away, of choosing yourself, of understanding that not every attachment is meant to last. This does not mean regret. It does not mean failure. It means evolution. There is no shame in realizing that something no longer resonates with who you are. There is no weakness in stepping away from what drains you. Strength is not about enduring what is no longer meant for you. It is about recognizing when it is time to move forward. Scorpio, this is a moment of clarity. It may not come with grand gestures or obvious signs. It may come in a quiet realization, in the way something no longer feels right, in the way your heart urges you towards something more fulfilling. And when it does, will you listen? Or will you hesitate, afraid of what change will bring? Transformation is not comfortable, but neither is stagnation. The universe is not asking you to abandon everything, nor is it pushing you toward uncertainty without reason. It is simply reminding you, you have always had the strength to rebuild. You are not meant to remain in places where your growth is stifled. You are meant to rise, to evolve, to step into the next version of yourself, fully, fearlessly, and without apology. Scorpio, if there is one truth you must take with you from this moment, it is this: you are far more powerful than you give yourself credit for. The shifts happening around you are not random. The discomfort you may feel is not without purpose. Every challenge, every moment of uncertainty, is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. And now the universe is asking, are you ready to trust yourself? So much of life is spent waiting for the right opportunity, the right moment, the right sign. But what if the right time is now? What if the only thing standing between you and the life you desire is the willingness to take that first step? You have seen the signs. You have felt the nudges. You know there is something greater ahead of you. And yet hesitation lingers. The mind whispers doubts, urging you to hold back. But what has hesitation ever given you except more time lost in uncertainty? Imagine what would happen if, starting today, you chose to trust in your own wisdom. If you stopped second-guessing every instinct and instead moved with confidence toward what you know is right for you. You allowed yourself to release the fears, the doubts, and the expectations that were never truly yours to carry. What if, instead of resisting change, you embraced it fully? You are not here to live a life of limitation. You are not here to shrink yourself to fit the expectations of others. You are here to evolve, to rise, to experience life in its fullest form. And right now, you are being given an opportunity to step into that power. The universe has been speaking to you. The signs are there. The only question is, are you listening? So, what is the next step for you, Scorpio? What will you choose to release today so that you can create space for what is truly meant for you? Share it in the comments below. Declare it, claim it, make it real. The moment you acknowledge what needs to change is the moment transformation begins. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe so you never miss another cosmic insight. The universe is always speaking, always guiding. And I promise you this: when you listen, when you trust, when you act, everything begins to align.